Good evening, everybody. I know it's late. I don't usually come on this late. Um, what's up to everybody on IG? What's up to everybody on YouTube? Tonight, real quick, I just wanted to get out a little review for you guys of the TV show Star, because it actually the last episode came on last Wednesday, but see what had happened was no, I'm not even gonna give y'all an excuse. I was just doing too much. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just doing too much. And a lot of new shows have started to come on too. For some reason, now a lot of the shows that were on breaks are coming back on, and some of the shows that's already on, they still got a few more weeks. So I've been trying to get in, all the TV shows that I can, as much as I can in 1 week that I normally do. So anywho, we a little late on Star, but the new episode comes on tomorrow, along with Empire. So I wanted to make sure that I get Star review out to you before the new show comes on tomorrow night. And of course I did Empire like last week. I did Empire like right after the show went off, or like an hour after it went off. So anyway, we don't have to do Empire. That's already done. If you missed it, check the playlist. I have all my shows in the playlist, so y'all can find them easily. And that's a tip for some of y'all people who don't have playlists. When y'all trying to get those watch hours, let me tell you, them playlists, boy, shoot, especially if you have a dedicated, subscriber to your channel and they know what shows you review, get a playlist. Make playlists. Hey, beautiful Alan, how are you this evening? I know it's late. I'm not going to keep y'all on here too long. Some people probably already in bed. Hey, Damon Farmer, what's up, fam? How you doing? I don't know if you watched the TV show Star, but that's what I'm going to be reviewing tonight. For our show this evening. And again, it's getting late, so I'm going to try to wrap this up as quick as possible. But everybody on YouTube, please hit the like button. Everybody on IG, thanks for tuning in as well. You can hit the like button, the heart button, whatever button there is that you're supposed to pick now. But anywho, I don't know again how many of you guys watch Star, but this show is now on season 5. Is it season 5? Episode 14. Yep. Wow. No, it's season 3. I'm tripping. I'm getting it mixed up with Empire. Okay, season 3, episode 14. And the title of the show was called Amazing Grace. And just a really quick recap of what happened last week. Queen Latifah, aka Carlotta, she had just found out from her sister Cassie, who is played by Brandy, the singer. For just in case any of y'all haven't been watching the show, Brandy stars on this show. I love me some Brandy. She ain't really singing on here or anything, but she's kind of like a hardcore, female street thug, gangsters, murderer. Yes, Brandy. It shocked me too when I first started watching the show and she came on as that character. I'm like, hold up, Brandy? From sitting up in my room? But she didn't grow on me. But anyway, she had found out. We know how Carlotta, when she was younger, Brandy, her sister, who is actually Cassie on the show, she was like really jealous of Carlotta because Carlotta was spending a lot of time with Brandy's father. They both sisters, but they got different dads. So Carlotta, her father, stepdad, would always like take her out and take her on trips and fishing trips and out of town and whoop whoop whoop. And Cassie used to get jealous, like really jealous of her, but she was young, so she didn't really understand what was going on. And then when she grew up, and her and her sister Carlotta, played by Queen Latifah, got into it, and Queen Latifah, Carlotta, she was like, first of all, you don't even understand, like, everything that I went through with your father. And that's when she found out how Cassie's father was sexually assaulting and raping Carlotta. That whole time, she was jealous, thinking, oh, my daddy, why he don't love me, why he don't ever want to spend time with me, and come to find out, the reason why he didn't want to spend time with her a lot, because he was spending time with her older sister, Carlotta, who's not even his daughter. And he was spending some quality time, all right, with her. But anywho, she found out that the baby that she had by her father, because she did end up getting pregnant, he was sexually assaulting her from the age of 7, and she got pregnant at 15. And what she had thought was, the baby, she knew the baby had been given up, but she never had any contact with the baby. I'm assuming that, in the TV show that Carlotta is probably around 40 something years old in the TV show. So she had no idea that her son was alive. She had no idea if he was dead either, because she wasn't really focused on that. She grew up, she got over it, not over it, but you know what I'm saying. She kind of put it behind her and never thought about her child. But for some reason, Cassie, I guess she felt like, I need to find this information out for my sister. We have a lot of skeletons in our family, like a lot of families do. So we have a lot of skeletons in our family, and I need to find out about my nephew, because their father is dying. Well, actually, it's Cassie's father, Carletta's stepdad, but he's dying. And so even when she found out he was dying, when Carlotta found out, he came over to their crib, I'm dying. She's like, okay, Ann, should I feel sorry for you? Should I pray for you? You raped me for 8 years, all through my childhood, and I had a baby by you, and he was giving up. So, okay, so you dying. Okay, the world will probably be better off without you. I'm sure that's what she was thinking in her head. But anywho, she was she was adamant about, not wanting to have anything to do with this child. When Cassie brought it to her attention, she was like, I found out that your son is alive, Queen. She just got upset, got up, walked out, didn't want to hear about it. And then her mother never believed her anyway about her father raping her or molesting her, or could have been the fact that she was pretending not to know, just like, in a lot of cases. And then we also saw Xander. I mean, I knew he wasn't done with Brandy, aka Cassie, but his fool butt came up in her home, snuck in there, and while she was on the phone investigating, trying to look up information on her sister's little baby, who is now a grown man, he comes in the house, sneaks behind her, and put a plastic bag over her head, starts to strangle her, suffocate her, and then he commenced to whooping her tail. Hey, little Reese, what's up? How you doing? What's up, Ken? We just talking about Star. The new episode comes on tomorrow night, so I wanted to get my little review out because I haven't had a chance to do my review on Star, so I wanted to get it out before it comes on brand new tomorrow night. But I was just talking about how Cassie had got beat to the white meat darn near by Xander when he snuck in her house. This was from last week. So then we also saw Noah. Oh my God. Noah, I don't know. I think he needs to go to Betty Ford. I mean, he has been going through this, back and forth with the drugs, the alcohol, the pills. He's on everything. And then he gets clean, and then he goes back, and, it's a lot. But I think the reason why he went back to, trying to chase some high this time was because of the fact that he's under all this pressure. He got to take care of his little newborn baby all by himself. Star is still in the hospital. Star had got jumped. She had got beat when she went to jail, and they put her in a coma. So Star's in a coma. He don't know anything about a child, and on top of that, he's still struggling with his addiction. So when the baby started crying and he couldn't control the baby and figure out why it was crying, stop it from crying, he takes some pills. And he overdoses, passes out, and the doggone place almost catch on fire. Thank God his girlfriend, she came in the nick of time because he could have killed him and the baby. But, so that's what happened, the week before this episode. One thing I did like what Miss Bruce said, when it deals to people who's dealing with drugs or pills, alcohol, anything like that. He was trying to tell Noah, he was trying to give him some advice, some encouragement, that the shame is worse. Like when you're on drugs, or if you're alcoholic, or anything like that, you have an addiction. That the shame is the worst kind of hangover the next day. And when you have an addiction, because when you wake up, like if you wake up, just toe back, just trying to recover from drinking and alcohol and drugs and all that, and you wake up the next morning, you like, oh my god, why am I still here? Why am I in? Then you making all kind of promises. I'm never gonna smoke again. I'm never gonna drink again. I'm never gonna hit again. And then they go back. You said you haven't even watched Star in a minute. How long is a minute? Have you watched it this season, Candace? It's pretty good. Have you watched any this season? Like, do you know that Star had a baby? And that the guy who thought it was his, Jackson, that cute old white dude, it turned out to be Noah's baby because they both was hitting that around the same time. That was crazy, though, when the baby came out and the baby was... come on now. Now, we know when black babies are born, I don't care what tone they gonna be when they grow up, whether it's really dark or really light or whatever, they're usually light. That baby came out so doggone chocolate. They wanted to make sure as viewers that we knew when we saw that baby that was a mixed baby. That baby was so chocolate. Hey, blessings, Casey, Nikita, Nadika, how you doing? But yeah, and then also, like, he was trying to convince Carlotta, that he's straight enough to perform, to, do the performance for the concert. And she's like, no, you're not. And then she even called his mother. Like, his mother has been trying to get in contact with him, but she couldn't. So Carlotta, she managed to get hold to his mother, and that's played by Kimberly Elise. Kimberly Elise, if y'all do not remember her, for those of y'all who might not have watched, that was the crazy chick in the movie Beloved. Do y'all remember that movie from way back? When did that movie come out? Let's see, this 2019. I think Beloved probably came out in like 2005 or something like that. It's about 15 years old, if not older. But anyway, that was one of her first movies, and I loved her ever since. Her butt was crazy in that movie. But anywho, so she's playing Noah's mother. And she seems to be really concerned. But what I found interesting was how I guess she had not did such a great job with him. So she was trying to put it all on her. Like, putting all the blame on her for the way he turned out with drugs and everything, and not being able to care for his child and everything like that. But I'm like, you know what? He's a grown man. And he knows right from wrong. So it comes sometime when we get to a certain age, we can't keep putting blame on, our upbringing or, our parents or, our, what I mean. Like, everybody want to blame something on somebody every time they can't, reach the next level. They blame it on the white man. They blame it on the government. They blame it on society. They blame it on their parents. Sometimes you just have to take responsibility for your own actions. Hey, BB... Oh, wow. Let me try to pronounce that right. BB Khalees TV. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I'm just up here reviewing the TV show Star. And then actually, Simone, she decided, under the circumstances, what's going on, Noah almost burnt the doggone house down with her little baby nephew in it. Her sister Star, the mother of the child, she's in the hospital, suffering from, damage to her brain. So she's in a coma from getting jumped into jail. So she figured, she made the decision to file for custody for the child. But she didn't tell Noah. So Noah had no idea that she was filing, court papers to get custody of the baby, as I think she should. As I think she should. I mean, but then his mom, I was like kind of wondering, like, since she's trying to come back around, if she would probably try to take, over custody of the baby. Being that, Simone, she's only 18 years old, for one. She doesn't have her own spot. Her and her boyfriend, okay, first of all, not boyfriend, her husband, because remember they eloped, but he isn't even supposed to be in America. He's not even supposed to be in the United States. He was supposed to get deported and snuck back in. So I mean, oh, come on now. ISIS is still looking for him right now. So I don't know about that. But anywho, she's like, I'm the closest, like, blood family to the baby. So, she felt compelled to do it. And I think, with Queen Latifah, aka Carlotta, in her life, I think she would do okay as far as, trying to raise this baby. If she had to. But I don't know if she'll have to, because as y'all saw the previews of next week's show, it looks like Star might be reunited with her baby, sooner than later. But then also, when they had when they showed the scene with Star and with Noah, like, remember when I said a few episodes back, I was like, what the heck did happen to Star? She just seems a lot more, I don't know, a lot more bolder, a lot more stronger, a lot more aggressive. Like, not Star, but Simone. Like, okay, we know Star. She's always been off the chain, ready to fight, jump bad. She's about it, right around it. And then on the flip side, her sis, Simone, the one who had to be, put in foster care and was, sexually assaulted by her, foster parents and whatnot. She was always like a little more quiet and a little more timid and a little bit more laid back in the cut, and always let Star pop off when something went wrong. But now I think Star's personality is just rubbing off on Simone. Like the last few episodes, Simone been in your face, like telling people off, cussing people out, and I'm like, hold up, this was all before Star went into the hospital. So it ain't like, she just, I don't know, she finally grew some balls finally. And I wish she would have had that same attitude. Like, I wish she would have kept that same attitude when she was getting, taken advantage of and assaulted and everything. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. You said, how can I achieve this type of beautiful life? You mean like the, what I'm trying to say, you mean like the, what do you call it? What is it called? Overlay. The overlay. BBKELE. How do you say, oh, I wish I knew. Is it BB Khalees? Is that how you say it? But okay, so Star excuse me. Again, I think, some of her personality is rubbing off on Simone, which I think has turned out to be a good thing. Alex, her panic attacks are back. I don't know how y'all feel, but I thought it was pretty wrong for Derek, her fiance. Remember, she done proposed to Derek. I don't know if that was a good thing or if that was a bad thing, because of the reason why I think she proposed to him was when they were watching old videos of her and her performance, and he was watching her, and she was like doing like romantic scenes in the video with Noah, and they were like, it looked like they were like really, really into it, kissing and slobbering each other down, and really romantic scene and everything. And she looked over at him, her dude, and he looked like, kind of disturbed by it. And she asked him, does this still bother you? And he was like, yeah, it still bothers me. I'm going to be honest, it still bothers me. Next thing you know, she plans her for a romantic evening. She got candles everywhere, music playing, and their videos playing of themselves. Their like family videos, themselves playing on every TV screen, every wall. Like, she got projectors and everything around the house. So I'm like, okay, this is cute. This is cute. You know, she about to put it on him or something. You know what I'm saying? I did not think that she was going to propose to him, though. She done bought a ring, got on her knee, and proposed to him. And he said yes. He said yes. But as soon as her mother found out, as soon as her mother and father found out, they done sent their lawyer over with some prenup papers, and they are not happy about this at all. They are not happy about her proposing to him. They are not happy about her getting married to him. You gotta keep in mind that Alex's family, they got some money. They got those Benjis. They doing very, very well. And Alex, you know, that's the whole reason why her and her parents kind of had like a strained relationship, you know, over the last few seasons, because of the fact they got money growing on trees. And they thought what she was doing was pretty dumb, like going out there and trying to get a singing career when she could be working with them or doing this or in college somewhere, you know, because they got the means for that. But anyway, you know, she went about her own way and, you know, still trying to be successful, you know, with herself and her career. But they, if you're going to marry this dude against their wishes, then you have to sign a prenup. So they still trying to run her life. Don't know if she's going to sign those papers. I'm not sure if she's going to sign those papers. I really don't. I mean, at this time, it's like, Take 3 or whatever they call Take 3. They're not like putting out albums after albums. They're not like rolling in the door or anything right now, but that could come in the future. So I think that's why her parents is like, okay, you need to make sure what's yours is yours. He can't take anything from you, because Derek definitely don't have anything. I don't know what Derek does. I don't know. I mean, he was handicapped because he had got hurt. He got injured. He was, you know, in a chair for a while, but after a lot of rehab, you know, he's up walking again and everything like that. But I don't know, like, do that boy got a job? Do he got a job? Because okay, maybe I missed it, but I don't remember him ever going to a job or anything, you know, after he recuperated. But I do remember him helping his grandma out when they was making dinners for Thanksgiving. I remember that. But other than that, I don't remember him working on 9 to 5. And then it's like, Alex, is it me? Or, like, if you really, really look at Alex, okay, take her straight hair off her head, put on some dreads on her head, and tell me she doesn't remind you of Lauryn Hill, the young Lauryn Hill, not the Lauryn Hill of today, but the young Lauryn Hill that was on Sister Act 1 and 2. Tell me she does not remind you of Lauryn Hill. Like, I kept thinking all these seasons, why this girl's face? I mean, she just looks like, they don't look like twins per se, but they look like they could be like sisters or first cousins or something like that. I don't know. Then the way they both can sing and dance and all that kind of stuff, and her complexion, and I don't know. She reminds me of Lauryn Hill. I'm like, is it me? Is it me? But no. She reminds me of Lauryn Hill. And Lauryn Hill was very beautiful back then. Haven't seen her lately, but that is one of the artists from back in the day that I really wish would have never stopped performing. But oh well, again, it is what it is. But BBKELEZ to make overlays. I had went to YouTube. Everything I do, I go to YouTube. I go to YouTube to look up everything, how to look up everything, and that's what I did. Look up how to create YouTube video overlays. It's like so many videos out there. It's and they take you step by step, because it is a lot of steps. It is a lot of steps on how to do overlays, but once you start learning and once you start practicing doing it, you can do them. You'll be able to do them. But yeah, that a lot of people, when I was trying to do them, it was like I found a video on YouTube. So that's what I did. Everything that I did with my channel, from the overlay to whatever, I looked it up on YouTube and I typed in how to make or how to create overlays for YouTube videos. And it'll bring up a whole bunch of videos. But yeah, that's what I did. No book or didn't take no pay for anything, because there are people out there who will charge you to make overlays. There are people out there who will charge you to make thumbnails, banners. I was on a live one day, I think it was last week, and somebody was making a banner for somebody else. And I'm like, I'm not paying nobody to make me no banners. I'm not paying nobody to make me no overlays, no thumbnails, no nothing. I learned how to do it myself, and I learned from YouTube. But anyway, yeah, that's how I did that. But then it was like, okay, y'all let me know in the chat if y'all think she reminds you of Lauryn Hill. Please let me know. But as far as Star, she's in the hospital, laid up, in a coma. And Simone decided to file the custody papers. But Noah, he was up in there trying to go off and talking about he taking his baby. And if y'all ain't seen the show, when I say Simone must have read him his rights from head to toe, I thought she was going to cut him if he tried to take that baby home. She was like, She pulled that stroller back and slammed the sun visor, the part of the stroller at the top to keep the sun or whatever, elements from over the kid's head. And she slammed that down, and she was like, I wish you would. I wish you would. Take this little baby from me. Hey, Elon, what's up, fam? How you doing? I'm just reviewing Star, the TV show on Fox. But yeah, she was like, I wish you would try to take this baby. You better go on somewhere and try to sober up. Find your way to Betty Ford or whatever that place is called, where all the celebrities go when they strung out, drug addicts, alcoholics, whatever. That very expensive place called Betty Ford, But anyway, I was kind of concerned about Cotton. Like, the dude, Leon, that she somehow ran into again, outside of Karma, outside of the club. Leon, he's still out there, got pimping these girls out, these grown women, pimping these girls out. And so she had caught him in an altercation with one of his girls. This was, of course, the episode before this one. And they all came back to her for help. And what she did was she put him in her father. Remember her father, who her aunt, Cassie, murdered? His trailer or his mobile home, it was still sitting outside of Carletta's house. So she told them that they could use the trailer, and they could stay in there, until they can figure out something to do. But, that money was calling. Hello, how are you doing, Sherry? I don't know if you watch Star, the TV show, but that's what I'm reviewing tonight, the TV show Star. Leon, he had came back when he found out where all the girls was. And it's like, okay, I don't quite remember how Cotton got away from Leon. But when he started talking to her, he was like, you remember how you got that name? How I named you Cotton? I'm up here like, hold up. He never said. I'm like, I wonder how he did come up with that name. And I think it was because Cotton, like, if you didn't know any better, you might think she was really a girl. Like, okay, she's female now because of a lot of work, but she really looks like a woman. I mean, she really, really, really looks like a woman, and she acts real feminine and real girly like. So I'm thinking that's the reason why he gave her the name Cotton. And I didn't even know. I'm thinking she didn't got the name from just growing up her parents or family. You know how family give you a nickname. But I guess that Leon, that old pimp, and the way it sounds or the way it looks, after he dragged that girl out of that trailer, it looks like he's not done with Cotton at all. At all. So I don't know. Cotton better stay bladed up, because she sure pulled out that blade and had it in his throat like she was gonna slash all of his neck out. But anyway, she didn't have to. But as far as like Xander. Now, I'm sorry, as far as like Queen Latifah and her dad. The thing with them, when Queen Latifah, I should have known he wasn't going. I mean, at first I really, really thought that, like, some people, when they know they really hurt somebody and they know they dying, I mean, you done hurt somebody like true, like he done raped that girl for most of her life, starting at the age of 7. He got her pregnant. They forced her to give her child up. And you would think, this man knows he's about to die. You would think that he would apologize, at least ask her to forgive him. She might not, but at least ask her to forgive him. Please. She went up in that hospital talking about, where's my child? I don't want to hear no sorries. I don't want to hear no apologies. I don't want to hear no excuses why you did it. I just want to know where my son at. That man must have flipped out. I thought he was about to die. I thought he was about to stroke out. He was shaking and stuff. And talking about, I ain't telling you nothing. And then when he told her that she wanted it, see, that's when I wanted to come through the TV screen like, okay, it's just a TV show. It's just a TV show. It's just a TV show. But, there are some real sickos out there who be doing that to little kids. And then they be, when they get older, oh, you know you wanted it. You know you wanted it. I can see why she tried to suffocate his butt, but she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it, but her sister could. Cassie must have came back, and she was like, you ain't got to apologize. You ain't got to apologize to my sister. You ain't. But you about to go see the Lord a little bit sooner than you thought. And she killed his butt right in that hospital. And I was like, I think Cassie just been itching. Cassie ain't murdered nobody in a minute. She ain't murdered nobody in a minute. So I think she was itching for that one. She was itching for that one. But she made it up to her sister. Cassie, if y'all been following the show since the beginning, she done a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. As far as hurting her sister, Carlotta. So, if this ain't made up for it, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. But the thing about it is, now, we still don't know where her son is. But, how much you want to bet? How much y'all want to bet that they mother probably knows where that child is? That's what I want to bet. Now, I could be reaching. Y'all know every now and then I do be reaching. But I do believe that her mother probably knows where that child is. And it's probably like, I don't know, maybe with family, like maybe family that they don't see all the time. It could be somebody in their family that they saw grow up and just didn't realize that was her son. But we shall see. We shall see. And as far as Cassie and Carlotta goes, what do y'all think about her messing around with Marcus, which is her sister Carlotta's ex? Like, how do y'all feel about that? I know Marcus and Carlotta, they had a real hot and steamy, situationship going on. And then she had thought that he was, back with his ex-wife, but her sister, Cassie, see, I don't know. I don't know if smothering her father is going to be enough because once I don't know. How you just gonna mess with your sister's man or ex-man? I mean, what happened to the code? I mean, Do we still live by a code? Like, you're not supposed to mess with your sister, your friend, your cousin, none of the exes. It don't matter if they ain't been together in 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. It don't matter. Mm-mm. I don't want nobody leftovers. Nope, 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 nope. But anywho, we'll see how that go, because they really do seem like they really care for each other. Especially when Cassie had went up there and she was going off on Gigi when she saw Gigi. Well, what she thought she saw. She thought she saw Gigi trying to rub up on her man. And he's not even quite her man yet, by the way. Just somebody she's, cheesing on. But anyway, she thought that she was trying to push up on him, and she went off. Like, went off calling her bitches and everything. Ain't nobody gonna be up here in my man, in my face. She like, I don't want him. I don't want him. I was like, hold up. That ain't even y'all just really just started kicking it. Like, 2 days ago? Like 2 days ago? I don't know. I can't see how Queen Latifah, aka Carlotta, could let this go on without being, hurt by it. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But as far as Keke Palmer, she is beautiful. That girl is beautiful. She's now singing with the girls from Take 3, and it's because, Star is in the hospital. I actually thought that they sounded, the girls, they all have beautiful voices. Star, Simone, Alex, they have some beautiful voices, really talented. But as much as I hate to say it, Gigi singing with Simone and singing with Alex while Star's laid up in a coma in the hospital, I ain't never heard them sound that great before. They sounded wonderful. I'm like, dang. I heard Keke Palmer sing in the past, but that girl, she got a really pretty voice. But yeah, I thought they was doing, well, and everybody enjoyed them. And then I was kind of shocked when I saw that Gigi was like, you know what? She got up on the stage after their performance, told everybody, I'm done, I'm out, I'm quitting Gravity. I need to take time off for myself. I understand it because, her aunt, committed suicide and everything. And Gigi kind of putting that blame on herself for her auntie shooting herself. So, yeah, I think she do need to take some time. I just didn't expect it. I'm thinking, oh, my God, they sound so great. Maybe, I'm just thinking ahead. Like, okay, they sounded really, really awesome. And I'm thinking, well, maybe they'll stay together and they perform and tour. And maybe when Star, gets better, gets out of her coma, she's doing way better, maybe there might be some issues between the ladies with Star ready to come back. And with Gigi, Gigi and Simone and Alex not feeling it because they like, okay, we like what we got going on here. So, I don't know. But I don't think that's going to happen because as you saw in the previews for next week, which is actually tomorrow, the new show, that Star that came out the coma. At the end of the last episode, we saw how her eyes had opened up when they was talking to her. And you know how people be talking to people when they're in a coma. And, just trying to be there and be supportive and everything. And her eyes open up. And then it showed in the previews, she's walking around. It seems like she's doing much better. And then she's holding her baby, carrying her little baby Davis. And she's going off on Noah. So I don't know if she was going off on him and told him that he's never going to see his son again. Because when she came out of her coma, she found out that he almost burned the doggone house down with him and the baby in it. Or if he might have done something else. Because he's technically been clean for 12 days. That ain't a lot. Especially with his profile, with his background, with his past behaviors. 12 days is not enough. It's definitely not enough for somebody to feel comfortable to give you back your child that you almost killed from overdosing on pills. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing, the reason why Star is taking a baby from him, and if old Jackson is going to be back in the picture. We saw Jackson. He had came up to the hospital. He was playing some music for Star, and him and Noah had got into it, and they was about to start fighting and all that kind of stuff, and then it got broke up. But he was basically, upset with Noah because he realized Noah ain't been keeping that baby. Noah ain't been caring for that baby. And he's up there talking, oh, the baby's doing well. He's getting big. Woo, 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 woo. Like he's caring for that baby. But Jackson already knew. He already knew Simone had the baby. He told him, before that he wasn't ready to have no baby. And he didn't think he should, be trusted to be a father and everything. But again, Jackson, you is not the daddy. The test proved that you are not the daddy. Maybe they should make him like a godfather or something. make him the play uncle or something like that, because you can tell he still cares a lot for Star. Like a lot. He cares a lot. When she had that baby and he walked out after he saw that baby was a little bit more browner than he was, he just walked out and he couldn't take it. As he, hey, that can be expected from any man who thinks they got a baby on the way and find out, somebody else was hitting that too. Somebody else was enjoying all that too. So, he had walked out and basically, told Star he can't be with her. I mean, he can't be with her anymore. That ain't his baby, So he bounced. But now I think, Noah is going to have some competition. What y'all think? I think he might have a little competition because Jackson, I think he really believes that him and Star, could possibly have another chance. And the fact that I think at this point, he would be pretty, good to take care of Star and also help take care of the baby at the same time. Again, Noah, he needs to go to rehab. Forget AA. Forget AA. He needs to go to rehab because he's been back and forth with the drugs, pills, and liquor, and I think he needs to go to rehab. So anyway, we'll see how it goes and see what happens next week. That gave Star the reason to basically tell Noah, you was not touching my baby. Nope, no more babysitting. Shoot, I mean, he almost burned the house down. Like, for real. Hey Zakia, how you doing? I'm just about to wrap up my little review that I did on Star. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's episode so I can find out what's going on with Noah, and if he's going to, I don't know, maybe this might send him spiraling back into the drugs, back into the pills, because it seems like he's one of those people who, some people, they okay till they get stressed. It's kind of like that with alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, sometimes food too. Some people, when they get stressed or anxiety, they automatically go back to what they're addicted to, what comforts them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. If he'll go back spiraling down out of control after Star tries to take his rights from him, or keep him away from the baby. So we shall see. But anywho, you guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the live, enjoyed the review, enjoyed the show. The next show comes on tomorrow night. Hey D and Eminem, how you doing? I'm just up here wrapping up my live that I did on Star tonight. But yeah, the new one comes on. Matter of fact, tomorrow is Wednesday, y'all. So Empire comes on first at 7, and then Star comes on right after that at 8. So I will most likely review Empire tomorrow night while Star is on. I'll just put my little notes together and stuff and be watching Star while I'm doing my little notes and everything for Empire. Then come to y'all around approximately 9:30 p.m. But yeah. So, anywho, you guys, thank you again for tuning in tonight. Everybody on IG, see ya later. And everybody on YouTube, see ya later as well. And y'all know how we do Primetime Squad. As usual, stay blessed, stay safe, be blessed, stay safe, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night.